Here.
Peter Dillingham.
Here.
Shaylin Haney.
Here.
Edward Hillary.
Here.
And Kendra Wesson. Here. Thank you.
Awesome. We've got some flags up there by the screen, so if you guys will stand with me, we'll do a pledge of allegiance and then a salute to the Oklahoma state flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of Oklahoma. Its symbols of peace unite all peoples. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, like I said, thank you for coming here. First of all, it's glad to have you here, and we'll go over a few things real quickly, but we kind of cut out presentations and things like that, so we make this a little bit more efficient for you since it's not our normal time. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is during the summer we spend a lot of time going to leadership conferences, educational conference, things like that. So we have information that we'll be sharing with our staff, and we began that this morning from Education Commission of the States and SREB, the Southern Region Education Board. So those two are two of the bigger conferences that we go to and talk about education and what our Oklahoma perspective looks like compared to the nation. So those are great events, and we will be sharing more about that. Some of the main things going on for our areas are new teachers. So every division has their new teacher group and meeting and getting the PD and orientation to what the system is. So all those are happening last week and this week, and then we will start what used to be called the summer conference. The 1st of August is now Summit. So that's where we bring everybody from the CareerTech field together and learn about what's going to be happening in the state, what kind of recap what we did before, and then do our professional development on the second day, recognize all our award recipients, and get ready for the school year. So that's kind of the gist of where we are. A few of the other things that we've been briefing our people on that we will be moving into are the rules process and the budget process, which will be very familiar to you guys because those are coming up pretty quick. So next month we'll actually start talking about what the ideas are for the budget request moving forward to the legislature. So that happens a lot faster. As Lisa brought me up to speed a week ago, she said, hey, we got to start thinking about budget. I said, we just got done and got our budget. She's like, no, next month we start again. I was like, oh my gosh, this thing never ends. But that's on the horizon, and we've already talked about kind of what we have some ideas for, and so we'll bring those to you guys as well, and we'll start discussing those. One of the other things that I wanted to bring up, and I will send out an email, or Angela will, or for those of you that did not meet Ashley Way, she'll be taking Angela's spot. So she'll be learning from Angela the next couple months, but Angela's moving into a buyer position here in the agency. So excited to have Ashley on board learning. And one of them may send out an email to talk about our tech centers that you want to have board meetings at. So that's one of the things that you guys asked for is, let's move around the state and see what's going on. So we may put together kind of a list for you and send those out so you can kind of see where those are and where you want to go. Nikki Bath is with us from the AG's office, and since Glenn retired, and we talked about that at a previous meeting, that she's kind of filling in for him and kind of been a big asset, not kind of, but a big asset to us as we're in the search for what that replacement looks like, but keeping us on the straight and narrow right now. Then you've got a host of people that we'll talk to later. So we'll just kind of get going if you guys don't have any questions. All right, we'll get into the business. Okay, first thing on the agenda is a discussion and vote on the minutes of the June 15th, 2023 regular meeting. Those should be in your packet.
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. Angela, will you call for a vote?
Ms. Wesson.
Yes.
Mr. Hillary.
Yes.
Ms. Haney.
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham.
Yes.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Under management information, we have an item discussion regarding the results of the June 13th, 2023 election in Johnston County. This was a possible annexation of a part of the Coleman Independent School District, not already in a technology center district, to be a part of the Kiamichi district. So you'll see that in your packet. It'll be, make sure I get the right one, the one with the seal on it. You should have that. That's the results And the reason this is only a discussion, not an action, is because they voted not to be a part of the Technology Center District. The school board brought that forward. Justin would normally present on that, but because we're not on a regular date, he's off part of this week for vacation. So I'm filling in, but they didn't pass, and so there's nothing really to do. But if there's any questions or thoughts, I'd sure try to answer those.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Why would they say no?
That's a good question, and we've been trying to figure that out as well. So here's what we think. We don't know everything. The school board came to us, or actually the superintendent came to us and asked for, what's the process to try to get in, and they've tried before. So we followed through with what that is, and we went down there. Actually, 2 of our staff members went down and talked to them about the benefits of being a part. Kiamichi District, one of their directors, went and talked to them as well. Then they had their community forum for that, and then there was an article came out in the paper that was very against, I do know that, increasing property taxes, which is what it takes. So we know that that's usually an obstacle, but that was the only thing that we knew of against. So we have had Thomas Fay Custer this year that's already came in, and then we'll have another one here in a minute that we'll talk about, but that's all I know in opposition. That area is, its location is right next to the college there, Murray. So I don't know if that has any impact, but they have a good alignment with what those programs are. So they may not see as much of a benefit, but that's the only thing I can think of. I do know that their Tishomingo High School offers HVAC, wood shop, some of those things already in the high school. So maybe they feel like they already have what they need. But other than that, I wouldn't know why.
It's just unusual because
Yes.
I don't know I've seen one that's been voted down except for this one.
Yeah. So usually if they bring it to a vote, they have a pretty good feeling that it's going to pass. But
That's where it's surprising just how big it got.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was big.
I think there might have been a misconception about the amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only, just because it's such a big discrepancy, that maybe there was some sort of narrative on
And we
the
don't,
amount of money.
yeah, we don't drive, we don't want to be seen as selling it as the pushers. We want the communities to be accepting of it. So we want the local school and the tech center to kind of work through those things. And as the State Department, we want to answer questions to try to keep, truth in the discussion. So that's what our role usually is. In the tech center itself, and the school district would sell if they wanted to be a part of their school system. So that's the approach that we've taken that usually works well. We were not asked to come and present to very many things like we have been in the past for some of the others. So just information or the lack thereof may have been a limiting factor.
Thank you.
Yep. So there's no action to take there. Is there any further discussion? Okay, we'll keep moving forward. Management action items. Number 3.01 is discussion and vote on the mid-year personnel report and ratification of personnel actions from January 1 to June 30th by Raquel Parla, Human Resource Manager. Go ahead, Raquel. Come on up. You can use the podium if you'd like, or you can stand back here because you'd be on camera. Your choice.
I'll go up here. I don't want to be on camera. So if I'm not on camera up
Well,
here.
we'll see a part of you.
Oh, okay.
Probably anyway.
I believe this is in your packet. This is all of the employment actions that have occurred since January 1st. This is departures from the agency, transfers in the agency, retirements, resignations, and any terms we've had, we've always brought to you. So it's got all full-time and part-time employment actions on here. So do you have any questions regarding any of the actions?
Raquel, when did you start with this?
October 31st.
October. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, this is really your first one.
Second.
Second
I
time.
did it
This
one
is the
time and I was
full term.
super nervous, so I'm feeling a little, because I've been here like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling a little bit better about this now.
Oh yeah, you knew all these coming through.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Is there anything outside the course of normal business?
No, not at all.
Move for approval.
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Discussion. Angela, will you call for a vote?
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham?
Yes.
Ms. Haney?
Yes.
Mr. Hillary?
Yes.
Ms. Wesson?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. Our next management action item is the discussion on the results of the June 13th election and vote on the declaration of state board in their territory comprising of the part of Rattan Independent School District number I-01 not already in a technology center district is annexed to Kiamichi Technology Center School District number 7. And Lachlan is not here again. So these are the other results that are in favor of becoming a part of a technology center district, just so happens to be the same technology center. So if there are no questions, then we would need a motion.
A motion to approve?
Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any discussion?
Wait,
Yep.
tell me again what you mean when you say it's the same technology center?
So Kiamichi District serves 88 schools. So several different counties and 88 schools in there. This is a portion of a school in that same region that we were just talking about. So the one in Johnston County failed, but this one in Bush County passed.
Okay.
So now the state board has to take action to ratify that, to make sure that they are a part of the technology center district. But both of these votes were in the same region, same area, and that would be the Kiamichi district. Yeah, local control at its finest. Yeah, so this, to kind of loop you into the discussion we had just about the one that failed, this school had asked us to be vocal a couple different times down there in their area, talking about what technology centers do, and they actually did more with the superintendent there to promote and show what's going on. So
Do they have a local college?
not right there, but they all are served by Murray, but they're not right there in that community.
And Murray's a private school?
No, Murray is a state school. MIT, Murray and Tisch. I've been in Oklahoma too long. That's a good question, though. Any other discussion? All right, Angela, will you call the vote?
Ms. Wesson?
Yes.
Mr. Hillary?
Yes.
Ms. Haney?
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. Next on the agenda would be a proposed executive session for the discussion, the employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, or resignation of any individual salaried public officer or employee in the following positions. So those positions are listed before you. We would need a vote to convene into executive session.
So moved.
Second?
Angela, will you call the roll?
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham?
Yes.
Ms. Haney?
Yes.
Mr. Hillary?
Yes.
Ms. Wesson?
Yes.
Would you guys like to retain anyone in here? Would you like to retain attorney in here?
That's it, attorney.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right. You guys get something to drink?
Not the big stick.
I know.
Okay.
I'm shocked. Are you unmuted yet?
Yes, we are. We are good.
All right. We'd entertain a motion to reconvene.
Make a motion to reconvene.
Second.
Angela, will you take a roll call?
Ms. Wesson?
Yes.
Mr. Hillary?
Yes.
Ms. Haney?
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
I would note that we are returning from executive session and then no actions were taken during executive session and no items were discussed other than what is listed on the agenda. And I would also entertain a motion to employ as the Federal Grants Compliance Manager, Steve Robinson, as Oklahoma Apex Manager, Lana Knott, as Skills Center Superintendent, Jerry Burnett, as Director of Statewide Outreach, Gina Hubbard, and as Director of Workforce Training, Max McKnight.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, seeing no discussion, will we take a roll call?
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham?
Yes.
Ms. Haney?
Yes.
Mr. Hillary?
Yes.
Ms. Wesson?
Yes.
All right, those individuals will be effective. Superintendent of Skill Centers, July 31st, and all others, August 1st. Now, I'd entertain an adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
All right. Roll call.
Ms. Wesson?
Yes.
Mr. Hillary?
Yes.
Ms. Haney?
Yes.
Mr. Dillingham?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Now we've got some of those individuals with
I did
us
that.
currently. Max and Gina are here.
No, I want to hang out.
What if someone voted?
Did I miss
I just hope we
the?
don't have to test
That'd be a problem.
You would not be popular.
Yeah, you might get
This
kicked
one's
off the board. We find a way.
You gotta stay here.
Thank you for the books that are on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
great.
who are the books from?
Yeah.
So the agency has those, our resource, which used to be Curriculum Center. Craig Mail puts those together and has those available for when we have new people to board or to superintendency or whatever those are, so you kind of get